Hello, my name is Heather Ashton, and this is my channel to these trinkets and treasures. If this is your first video, welcome. We're glad to have you. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for your continued support. Um, whether you're one or the other, I hope you find this video entertaining and informative enough that you will leave me a like, drop a comment in the comment section below. And if you're not a subscriber yet, that you'll want to subscribe and change the notification bell to all so that you never miss a release of one of my videos. Okay, guys, today I just got back from California visiting my daughter and my granddaughter. My son-in-law's was away for job training on the East Coast, and so I went to go help out, flew out there myself, and then Steve drove out, joined me, and we drove home together. So, of course, I had a blast because, she's my first grandchild and she's simply delightful. But she's teething right now. So I'm going to make her a couple of bracelets. The first of which is going to be a Baltic amber bracelet, which is said that when it warms from the natural warmth of your body, it helps with pain and or inflammation. And then I have one that will be turquoise and rose quartz. The rose quartz is also known as an anti-inflammatory, helps calm thing as turquoise is as well. It helps calm mood swings and things of that nature. And I am just getting to know all of these other properties of gemstones. So if I said something incorrectly, please know that it's from ignorance. I strictly do not know. And I am not saying that word derogatorily for myself. That word got a negative connotation somewhere along the way, but simply means that you are not educated in one thing or another, or you don't know something about something. And I don't know a lot about the healing properties that gemstones might have. And so, as I'm ignorant in this situation, so I'll be going through getting to know them as we go along. But let me take you down to the mat and show you what we're doing. Oh, one more thing. For returning viewers, you are used to me having like a circle right here where you can still see my face, this camera angle. Problem is, I was finding that I was going out of frame a lot, and oftentimes that's exactly where I was designing. So for now, we're not going to have that. In the future, possibly if everybody's like, no, no, we like to see you, maybe I will move the circle up. Oops, sorry about that. I hit that sooner than I meant to. Either up there or I don't know if you can see my hand there or over here. No, you can't. In the opposite corner or above where it used to be. I'm sorry. Yes. Shenanigans, entertaining. We're here for it. So let's go down to the screen. I have some, they're about five, they're not quite 6 millimeters, so I'm going to guess they're 5 millimeter Baltic amber rounds. And then these are some flat Heshies, flat rondelles, whatever you want to call them. And then I have some itty bitty daisy spacers. They're 3 millimeter and they can be antique copper or antique bronze. It all goes together. Then up here, I have some faceted rose quartz beads that I believe are 4 millimeter. And then I also have this 8 millimeter rose quartz heart, which will be the focal of this bracelet. I have some gorgeous turquoise here and some size 11.0 Mayuki Delica in silver galvanized. So all of this came from Bernie's. These came just from regular shopping. So we also have on our board some size 1 crimps, and I have some pieces of soft flex that are cut to be 6 inches, which is too long, but that way we know where to do it. I just had an idea. This first bracelet is going to be very simple. It's going to be, well, they both are stringing, but I just had a thought. So in order to get this, I only use screw cloths, and these are sterling silver screw cloths. I use these, on my granddaughter or any children's jewelry because I find that it is the safest closure. The other one would be okay then, would be adjustable clasps, like using nylon or something of that nature. Sorry, just had a little issue over here with one of my shelves. Anyways, so I completely just forgot what I was saying. I apologize. Trying to think about what I was going to say. I have no idea. Anyways, I know that this looks really, really cute I'm so sorry about this. Let me go turn on my modes so that doesn't happen again. Alrighty, so here's what I'm wondering. I have these really cute little bows, and this might be cute between no, it's way too big. Okay, never mind. So this one is just going to be a very simple stringing piece. Oh goodness, I just realized that this is this going to work with these? This will be so pretty, but it's silver. Is it okay? Oh goodness, we might not be using the daisy spacers, which were last minute like throw in. It wasn't the plan was always to use the delicas. And then I saw these and I was like, oh, those could be cute. And did not think through the fact that I do not have antique copper or antique bronze in screw class. So, all right, first things we're gonna do, we're gonna put a size 1 crimp on the bottom of our medium soft flex, and we're just going to do I could crimp this. I won't be able to crimp the other one. That's the only thing. So it's like, even if I get to crimp this one, I'm not going to crimp the other one. But we can just go ahead. And I will show you guys how to do that. I'm so sorry. I just got into the process and forgot that I'm supposed to be teaching you guys things. So that's a size 1 crimp put on there. We're going to go through this end first because getting something inside of this will be much harder than getting it inside of that opening. So we're going to pull this one through first, and it should slide right in there. And then I have found, just a personal preference, that I don't like having a round bead right up against that flat. I don't like the way that it looked. I can't tell you why. It's a quirk of mine. So I'm just going to put one of the 11O beads up against it, and then I'm going to start our pattern, which will simply be, these are all in the way. But let's move this ever so slightly. There we go. Alrighty, it's simply going to be a round, then the delica, a series of 3 Keishi beads, another delica, a round, and so on and so forth. And this will be the pattern for this entire bracelet. And we're just going to keep going with the pattern. putting the little spacers in place and just going along. So right now I'm in the process, like I said, I just got back from California, and tomorrow would typically be when the live sale should be scheduled. But obviously, like, no, I don't need all of that stress on me and forcing myself to go. So I'm trying to decide if I just want to cancel this one and do the next one 2 weeks from now, or if I want to just postpone it 1 week and then that will be the new schedule. I'm not sure. I don't think it would hurt to do it either way. I'm just trying to figure that out. But anyways, so yeah, I could not believe how much my granddaughter grew and learned and did within the 5 days I was there, but it was amazing to watch. We noticed that she didn't like being propped up anymore. She liked being on a little playmat on the ground, but the playmat was a circle, so it wasn't like crazy small, but it wasn't big either. So I ordered her a little play yard. Well, her mom picked it out. But it's a little play yard that's like right on the ground. It's 4 feet by 4 feet. So my daughter can get in the play yard with her, because as excited as she was to have a place to knowing that Selena would be safe, like while she was cooking or running out to grab laundry or whatever else, it was still like a little sad that how much she enjoyed being in the play yard, rather than like she would cry until we put her down in there. Like there were times she just didn't want to be held. She wanted to be in her play yard having fun. And so that was a little rough for my daughter. She did roll over, like officially. She had kind of halfway done it on the couch a couple times, but it was always because the cushion was inclining. So it wasn't like I don't know. But yes, she rolled over. It was so cute. At first, I'm just gonna measure this, and this is coming at just over 4 1/4. It's between 3/8 and 4 1/2. Once we put the other screw clasp on. So, but anyways, I wear glasses and we video chat all the time. And so it was so funny because she would like smile at me and like she would let me hold her, but she just seemed, I don't know, it was just not the same. And I had lost my glasses somewhere between the plane and the and my daughter's car. And so I had to order more readers, like reading glasses. That's what I wear. And it was funny because they got there, and literally the moment I put them on, her face just broke out in this huge smile. And then I was like, oh, now do you know Gigi? Did you just need her glasses? And she just starts giggling and giggling and does the cutest, like, little belly laugh. We only got 30 seconds of her laughing, which, of course, that's always going to happen. But it was just so awesome that to know that, like, okay, well, she knows who her Gigi is. She just couldn't see her is all. Okay, so I put the other size one crimp on there. And I'm going to try to get the ends of this plier, oh, come on, in as far as I can so that I can get this and squish it as hard as I can. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, there's a little bit of a gap. Oh, no, that'll be perfect to go around her arm. Okay, I was gonna say there's a little bit of a gap. It's not, what the heck? It's not like a bad gap because, like I said, when you roll it around and put it around the arm, there is no longer a gap. So it's fine. I would have liked to get it a tiny bit tighter. Don't think that that will be possible because I don't want to mess with the crimp and cause it to fail, which happened a little bit ago, and then I had to start over. So we're going to cut off our end. Did I get it all? There's still some sticking out right there. Let's see here. Okay. Trying to like get all of these to go down, so that will go down. I just don't want there to be any like ends that she can get. So anyways, here is bracelet number 1 for Little Miss, and then I will put a few of the rounds and some of the flat rondelles. I have a little box for her that I keep extras of the beads I use so that as she grows, I can keep making her bracelet larger so that it continues to fit her. So that's good. Okay, we are going to go on to the next, and I'm going to show you, but I forewarn you that these are micro crimps, so it's not going to be the easiest to see. I'm going to kind of move all of this so that it's just the crimper and me on the screen and nothing else. Okay, so there are several crimp methods: the magical crimper, a regular crimp using a wire guardian, the magical crimper, whatever. But the most basic of it is you use a crimper that has like this little taco shape in it, and then like another like shape below that, and that's to help you get the crimp and to fold it in half on the wire. Now, obviously, this is just like one thing, and flat crimping this is totally acceptable. This will just help it have a cleaner line. So I'm going to crimp the first time, and I hope you can see it looks like a little like taco or macaroni noodle. We're going to move to the next one and press in, and then you go to the end and press, and you'll see it's nice and small, which will come in very well with the fact that we need it to go into this side of the class, which it does very well. You can use a magical crimper on this. It will fit in there. It just takes up a lot more room. So, which doesn't really matter, but anyways, okay, again, I'm kind of a nerd, so we're gonna start with one of the delicas, which I need to zoom out so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so I started with one of the delicas up against there. I'm going to grab a rose quartz, and this is going to be very similar to the other bracelet. It's hard to do any like real complex patterns when you're working in 4 inches of space. So we're just gonna do 3 of the turquoise, spacer, and then we're going to do the faceted rose quartz. And we'll do another delica, 3 more. And I love all of these came from Bernie's. The only thing that did not, oh wait, the heart's from him too. Okay, so everything came from Bernie's but the screw clasp and the crimps. The wire, all of that came from Bernie's. The Delicas came from Bernie's. The only thing that didn't was the crimps and the, oh my gosh, what did I just say? The crimps and the clasp did not come from. Okay. I just thought, like, even if this doesn't really work, which I know people who swear by their amber bracelets, so this Gigi might need to make herself one as well. Okay. It's very hard to see the holes when you're working with like rose quartz, especially when it's faceted. It's not quite as easy, but I love getting these kind of beads from Bernie's because they are so, like, their shaping, their drill holes are in the middle for the most part. I was able to go through and pull out a few, like the quote unquote better ones that were more round. Then, because some of them are a little bit off round or have more of an oblong shape. So, I went through and picked out the best of the best. Because Selena deserves it. And I actually think this is where I need to do my heart. Let's see. It is indeed. So I'm going to do that. We're going to put the heart on. We're going to do another one. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be too long. Do I need to start with turquoise? I might need to start with turquoise. Because I'm already at almost, this is already like over 2.5, like right over 2.5. And this is all, I should be okay. We'll see. And if it's a little big, it's a little big. It will, her mom can put it on her ankle instead, or just save it for when she's a little bit bigger, which is happening way too fast. We ordered her, we went through like all of her clothes and realized, oh, she has a ton of 6 to 9 months. So we ordered some like onesies and long sleeve ones in 9 to 12 months, but I forgot to have them. I forgot to change the shipping address and they were here and they came yesterday. Oh my gosh, I cried like a baby. No, she can't get that big this fast. No. And it was funny because my daughter was like, don't worry about changing the address. You can just bring them with you next time. You'll be back before they'll fit her. Oh, I do try to get out there every 4 to 6 weeks whenever possible. So, but yeah. So, get this bracelet finished up. I'm like, this, I felt like it was becoming a long video, but it's not. We're just right at 25 minutes, 24 minutes right now. So we're okay. Nothing crazy. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. This is 4, and then there will be one more. We will check the length. Like I said, if it's too long, we can always wear it as an anklet until it fits as a bracelet. No harm, no foul. The best thing about these is you can literally line them up and just slot like I just did, and slide them all on at once, which is just fabulous because it goes so much faster. All right, let's count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we need one more Delica. Let's measure this, see where we're at. Yeah, this is just over 4.5. So this one will be a tad bit longer than the amber bracelet, but it'll be okay. So now we just need to put the other side of our screw clasp onto our beading wire. Then we're going to take one of these itty bitty crimps. I know that was a lot of unnecessary words, but that's okay. And we're going to put it on, and then I'm going to guide it in. Oh, where did that go? The problem is that bounced where the Delicas were, and they're very similar in shape, but one is obviously glass and the other is a crimp. There, did it go through? No. I think that's one that failed earlier. Darn it, where did it go? Oh, well, I have one. That's the number 2. You need a number 1. Yeah, I thought I had a crimp earlier, and I went to crimp it, and it broke. And I was like, well, that's not what I intended to happen. So, yeah. Alrighty. Once again, we are going to put our crimp onto our beading wire. They're itty bitty and barely even fit onto the medium soft flex, but they do. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our crimp. Come on, where are you? There we go. And we are going to take it and we're gonna feed it inside. You stay there. You come here. I'm trying to like figure out how I can pull the wire once I'm closer to down here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So I'm going to have to take what I can get. And obviously I need a little bit of a gap so the bracelet doesn't like stick out really straight. Good. Again, just the right amount of gap. Here it doesn't look bad either. Okay, so now I'm going to pull it out. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to squish it the other way really quick. Just to make sure that it's there. We're going to trim. Do I want to put one more just to be on the safe side? Will it still screw closed if I do that? I think it'll be okay. All right. And then we are going to screw this one closed. And then, like I said, I will get out her little box, put the extra or put some more of all of the beads in there so that as she grows, I can make this bigger for her. Same with this one. It's basically the same pattern, you guys, and I know that. And I know it was nothing like crazy difficult or whatever else, but I just thought that I would show you how to do these, introduce you to the what are known as the healing benefits of the different gemstones and spend a little bit of time with you. So here we go. Oh, it went to 1 for both of us. Anyways, they're adorable. They are itty bitty. I don't even think they cover the whole top of my wrist. I'm sure they do. My wrist isn't that bad. But yeah, not bad. I might have to make my daughter a matching one. Anyway, so thank you all for being here. I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope that you find it informative. And once again, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, leaving a message down in the comment section below, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Change the notification to all so that you don't ever miss another one of my videos being released. Thank you guys all for being here with me today. And as always, happy beating.